Women in Africa is hosting this 2-day capacity building workshop from the 4th of June to the 5th of June 2025. This initiative is part of the Inclusive and Empowered Feminist Movement in Africa project, which is implemented in collaboration with the Coalition on Violence Against Women. It is a project that is funded by the UN Trust Fund, and it aims to strengthen the leadership and advocacy skills of women and girls with disabilities. The project is targeting 3 countries: Kenya, Malawi, and Rwanda. And particularly this 2-day workshop here in Kigali aims to equip women with disability advocates with the knowledge and skills to advocate for their rights and contribute to the movement to end violence against women and girls.
We have many challenges and many barriers as women with disabilities in Rwanda, like law of education, and the other things is the trust to ourselves, like I can call it stigma, and other things is how people think we are as women with disabilities.
Participants will gain a deeper understanding of international policy frameworks related to EVAG and disability rights. They will also explore the diverse forms of violence faced by women with disabilities, as well as look at the barriers that hinder women with disabilities to participate in EVAG spaces. They will also acquire essential leadership and advocacy skills. The Inclusive and Empowered Feminist Movement in Africa project seeks to integrate the voices and advocacy efforts of women with disabilities into broader women's and feminist movements where they have historically been underrepresented. Women with disabilities account for 1 in 5 women around the world. However, women and girls with disabilities are underrepresented in EVAG efforts and movements. Their advocacy efforts are seen solely as disability issues rather than being included in the broader women's and feminist movement.
We have a lot of challenges, a lot of barriers, a lot of issues we met differently depending on the disability we have, depending on the backgrounds we went through, and a lot. And one of challenges that we are not represented, not 100%, but we are not fully represented.
We are happy today to come to Rwanda and to meet women with disabilities from various organizations, and these women are leaders, they are activists, and they have lived experience of their issues in regards to gender-based violence.
The project thus aims to catalyze change by strengthening the capacity of women and girls with disabilities in Kenya, Rwanda, and Malawi on gender-based violence. This will ultimately ensure that women and girls with disabilities are increasingly at the center of EVAG efforts rather than at the margins. Powerful advocates, powerful women and girls with disability. So preventing violence begins with equality, and equality means that there is a balance of power.
A leader is someone who has a capacity of representing groups of people and direct them to achieve a certain goal.
We also say that you cannot lead others when you cannot lead yourself. So yes, when we're talking about leadership, we should be talking about, yes, that person who is leading a group of people, but we're also looking at the internal. How are you leading yourself?
I call upon all duty bearers to hold responsibility and accountability for women and girls with disabilities in social protection services.
We had two days workshop with DIWA, which is an organization for women in Africa, and its role is to empower girls and women with disabilities. in the leadership and advocacy. So my takeaway was, in actual sense, it was very powerful workshop, because they are guiding us to read, to be good readers in our organization where we are coming from.
No women or girls should be left behind. Implementing AU CVAC with the disability inclusive lens is essential to achieve dignity, safety, and equality for all.
You put yourself at a greater advantage. You have a disability, you have education, you have knowledge.
This training was so informative, was a good training ever. I have learned many. For example, I have learned how to do elevator pitch. I have learned how to build a capacity, to do a capacity to the young women with disabilities in our organizations, or like trying to encourage them to have a spirit of self-confidence while in public or in private life. I have learned about the UNCRPD, or I have learned about the legal framework to the human rights. I have learned advocacy, how to do advocacy. I have learned how to monitor the policies related to the persons with disability, especially women with disabilities. What I can say, the training was so informative. I get more skills from this workshop. Thank you.